I'd like to start with a personal concern, with a question maybe: what will be the heritage we leave our children, the next generation? Switzerland is growing. There is uncontrolled urban sprawl. We all could notice this within the next 20 or last 20 or 30 years. Therefore, we must act. We must to start to secure the spatial qualities of our environment, key landscapes, and we are obliged to create qualities. It is our responsibility to build spaces with memorizable identity, strong spaces and sustainable structures. As individuals, we have only limited influence on political processes. But as architects, we can have a strong position in the process of building. We are located in the very interface between construction and build work and society. The architect creates space, and he's the master of form. He has knowledge about shape, he has the necessary formal education and the technical competence to generate form, normally. As architects, we learn from almost anything, history and theory of our own discipline or of other disciplines, but also from the vernacular, from anonymous, from not known or non-hyped buildings, or from technical structures. Advocacy, economy and thrift, expression and archaism. Due to topography, our Swiss landscape is marked by large-scale infrastructures. They determine or characterize the Swiss Midland, and they crisscross over the Alps and pierce through the mountains, like the Gotthard Base Tunnel, for example. They are physical trajectories. They come along with structures and interventions in the landscape, and they influence our perception of space and time. They become relevant for our society and for our collective memory. Our landscape has been transformed into an infrastructural landscape. Radical gestures and functional buildings in all scales, SML, XL, mostly derived from technical constraints. At this point, latest, it is time to mention some fathers of such constructions, engineers like Robert Maillard, Alexandre Sarrazin, Christian Menn, or in our times, Conzet, Schwarz, Puskas, Moutoni, and others. Infrastructures seem not so much to be a topic for architects. It seems not to be in our focus. What a pity. Considering that architects should or could have the competence in thinking big and working with form and structure. There are exceptions, of course, like Rino Tami in the 1960s, for example. He once stated, for every shed, for every public toilet, for every Maroni-Häuschen, there are hundreds of laws and shaping regulations to fulfill. Not so for technical buildings, infrastructures, etc., where there seem to be no aesthetical or formal criteria. They just get built. We all know the Leventina viaducts where Tami was leading architect. Gigantic infrastructural solutions. Immediately we were captivated by the monumentality of the pure expressiveness of these constructions. And around it there is this omnipresent mass of mountains. We have learned over generations, when you need material to build, you either cut a tree or you find what you want in the ground. Concrete is local. We could say Switzerland is a concrete land. We have the Alps, mountains, rocks, gravel, sand, and chalk for the production of cement. Switzerland is full of gravel plants. Switzerland has a long culture of wood constructions, and it has a highly elaborated culture in concrete. Not by chance, wood and concrete stick together. In order to cast concrete, we need wooden formworks or wooden underneath constructions for building up concrete bridges. We like the constraints and logic of this specific material: plasticity, firmness, thickness, thinness, weight, mass, visual impact, relief, density, atmosphere. Rough exposed concrete, mineral quality, raw, robust, precise, timeless space and structure. It is bunker and pantheon. Modern waste treatment plants have evolved into power plants for electricity, steam, and hot water. Waste has become a highly valuable source of energy. Infrastructure buildings stand as monumental abstract markers in our landscape. They are the structural articulation of concealed, hidden technical network. Thank you.